Alright everyone, welcome to another edition of WWE Supercard brought to you by me, Ford, along with my Deadpool hoodie. I am on the Ring Domination kick. I am, as you can see here, I am just at the butt crack of getting Darren Young. 2 more shards needed, and we will be ready for Darren Young. I've actually been saving picks, so this will definitely be, even if I wasn't saving picks, I would have definitely had this Darren Young card. But you're going to see a bunch of pulls here, probably up to about 50 or so. I might even lose like 2 or 3 depending on this because I'm using this tunnel match. I probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. We're committed. So let's see here. I'm just going to double check. We are recording. Are we recording? Yep, we're recording. My fault. So yes. Just want to make sure I don't want to, do all this and then bam, nothing good happens from this. So let's see here. We've got Darren Young, which actually, he was my most recent pull. I had him last night. I got up to 270 resets in Ultimate Plus Plus tier, and then I pulled Darren Young off the board. He'll probably be my worst Ultimate Pro. He'll probably be like my 12th card in my RTG deck, which is fantastic because that means my RTG deck is filling up with Ultimate Pros, which means I can start getting rid of my Elites. I can maybe even combine the Elite cards that I will never bother proing, like Bo Dallas and R-Truth, which, if you guys still are working in the Elite tier, don't get me wrong, getting those cards as pros, especially where you guys are at, it's fantastic. But for me, personally, I don't have any use for them anymore. So, we're going to throw in this Heath Slater here. You can see my deck is Ultimate Plus Plus. I've got my bait cards in there, which is a Braun Strowman, a Darren Young, and, well, it was a Miz, which was my most recent King of the Ring rewards, which gave me a Pro, which you might have saw that video. Hopefully you did. If you didn't, well, whatever. Welcome to the channel for the first time. If you saw it, hey, thank you for coming back for another day and another day of Supercard. So, yeah, we'll see here. Heath Slater's going to be challenged by Bret Hart, and that's going to be a loss, unless Slater procs, which he doesn't. So Slater is going to be out. But the good thing about having the Austin Throwback Pro is I can take him right back and not really be worried about it. Like, the only way I lose is speed if Heath procs. And if Heath proc there, I wouldn't have had to worry about taking him back. So, let's see here. Yeah, that's a little bit bright. Let's see here. I'm going to adjust the lighting here a bit. I don't know if I even need this light. Do I need this light? That's not so bad. I need to find like a light screen or something like that so that it's not like I'm Two-Face. Like, boom, evil, good. Yeah. So we're going around here. I didn't even notice Steve Austin won. And then he challenges me with Dolph, which I believe I'm going to win there with the stunner. Boom. Down goes Dolph. And I guess I could get greedy and challenge Bret, but I probably won't be able to even win anyway, so I'm just going to challenge The Miz. Because I'd still have to take 2 of his cards, or he'd have to challenge me with his final drop, which I don't think he will do. Now, if he drops a top arrow, or a down arrow in the top corner, then maybe I'd be a little bit annoyed with myself. But let's see here. But even still, 8 picks is still 8 picks. And yeah, actually, I would have probably been able to. If I put Bret there and he put his card where it was, whatever. We don't have to play more games. We already got all these games trained on all these cards except for the bait cards. They're the only ones that I want to get like 1 or 2 games from basically every time I drop them on the board. And, since they're so much lower in level than all the other cards that I have, they're the only cards that, my opponent's going to be able to challenge and remotely get. So you see I have 45 picks. We got 1 Darren Young right there. Ooh, a SummerSlam Paul Heyman. That'll be useful training fodder or fusion food. And we got 1 last card here. Let's see what we get. Oh, well, obviously we get the Darren Young. Ooh, super rare can. Yay! So now the grind. At least I'll get 1 more shard here, which, based on my luck so far, that's going to be the case. I don't know how your pull lucks have been going. I've been getting good cards, like WrestleMania and Legendary cards, a couple SummerSlams here and there. No Hardens or Elites in the actual Ring Domination mode, but I've also had bad luck in the sense that I've had to clear the board basically more often this time than I have in the past. I've already gone through 75 of my doublers, and that doesn't seem like it's going to stop. Like I went through 75. You can see I still had 7 doubler matches there. That's because I filled it up with another 12. That's for 100 credits. And I feel like I'm going to have to do that 2 more times. But I'm not going to have to do it to the point where I need to do, like what? Buy the 100 or buy the 75 pack for 600 credits. We don't get the Alexa Bliss face pick. Let's see here. Maybe we get a boob pick. Nope. But Alexa Bliss, the event card, I'm really excited to get it. It's gonna fill in my deck nicely. It'll probably be my my best card because I believe she 4 stats Lita, just based on base stats for a level 0 Lita versus a level 0 Alexa. A couple people out there in the wild already have an Alexa, fully trained her up and just are working on matches. Props to them. It's only Friday night. I'm already on the event card. I don't see any problem with getting it. I could probably get it by just not playing with doublers, but it's such a grind not playing with doublers. I think the only way I could actually feasibly do that is if I did what I did here and not pick cards off the board. Because you see here, I had like 40 picks, and I'm not even getting a shard, the first shard on Alexa. So, come on. Where are you, Echo? Give me Amazon shard. Give it to me. Alright, so let's see. 6 picks left. I'm going to guess I'm going to get it with 3 picks left. So not there. So I'm going to go for the big piece. Ooh, waiting on network. That may or may not be a good sign. I can't say that I've gotten very few resets when I'm waiting on a network. And I'm at a card limit, so I'm not even going to get that first shard on Alexa. But that'll be a perfect transition here. You can see here, I'm going to go to Combinable. I have the Miz, which I got from my previous King of the Ring from the previous video. I have my Trish, which she is fully ready and leveled and completely done. Oop, I want to show you first and double check myself. Always double check, make sure all your games are played, make sure all your tokens are dropped in, and I like to just look at them, especially if I train them exactly the same. All the stats are the same. You can see the images aren't really changing at all. And just for proof, there are all the tokens and all the games played. So I'm going to combine this Trish Stratus. It's taken me a while to pro her, because, I mean, I pro'd the Litas first, because why not? She's going to be great for RTG. She might even help in my King of the Rings now. Maybe I'll throw her in the solo slot. A lot of people seem to only have ultimate cards, so, like single ultimates, where I am. And I try to get my deck for King of the Ring very close to ultimate, but not even in there. You see I have Naomi. My most recent board pool, Braun Strowman, or my most recent King of the Ring reward is Braun Strowman. So, that was great. I got to the finals, but I lost in the finals, so I did not get an elite card, but I'm not too concerned about that. Like I said, once I pro up this Naomi, or once I get the Alexa, depending on the stats, I won't need any more elite cards, whether they're female or male. And I know I keep saying diva. I only say diva when I refer to this game. Like, it's women's wrestling. It's even growing up, like Alundra Blaze and Bull Nakanakanao and Bertha Faye and all those people. Like, you know, that was women's wrestling. You know, Trish and Lita were more women's wrestling. Or Jackie was great. And Molly Holly was great. So you see all these different elite cards here. You see, I got the Jey Uso from the team event. Thank you, Pizza Powers. We also did get the Sami Zayn. Where's the other Darren Young? There's the other Darren Young. I'm going to lock him up here. And then I think, because I keep running into card limits, I think I'm just going to, I'm going to Silver Star a bunch of these Harden Pros, because they're not going to ever make my deck at this point. So there's a Silver Star Randy Orton. I'm sorry to you guys who are looking at this and going, oh, I wish can you just give me these cards? Like, they're so useful for me right now, but they're completely a waste to me. Granted, William Regal is fantastic. I said so in my previous videos, but Silver Star. I'm sorry, Regal. I don't care what you say on Twitter. Hey, you got paid for it, regardless of whether I Gold Star or Silver Star. You're right. So, and then Batista. We got Batista here. Drax. We're going to combine him up. Yeah, whatever. And another Silver Star. So there you go. There's all the combinable Hardens. Do I have any combinable SummerSlam? Yeah, I'm going to keep the Bo Dallases around because those are fusions. And I'll keep these elites for now. There's too many elites for me to bother with, really. But let's see. Elites. Go to elites. I have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 males. If I combine the remaining elite cards that I have, then I'll probably you know, have a full Money in the Bank deck of Elite Pros. But by that point, I may very well just have, I may very well have a full deck of, Ultimate Pros. Because once I finish up the Miz, Braun, Darren Young, I'll be at 12 male singles. So I can just throw them in Money in the Bank if I want to. Let's see. I still have the train cards, though. So let's go back to Combinable. Let's work on this Miz. You can see I have most, if not all, of his games played. So just throw all his commons in there. Yeah, all his games are played. So I'm just basically just trying to level him up. Drop those in there. And we got that. We'll throw in some super rares because I don't need any of those. I don't even care. Let's see. Enhancements. None. I'm going to keep the legendary because I'm probably going to jump on an epic fusion next whenever this fusion is done. And I want to keep that just for the fusion food. It's a lot easier. So I got an hour and 12 minutes. I don't really care about the ultra rare. I guess I'd like a card image of someone I don't have. Naomi card image might be cool because I'm going to have that Elite Pro, so that'll be useful. But beyond that, I don't care about any of the fusions for the next... Until they release even hardened fusions. Like, I don't see me using those unless they drop all 3 fusion tiers at once, which would be kind of... It's something I could see Cat Daddy doing, dropping Harden and Elite and Ultimate all at once. I could also see him just doing Harden and Elite to bottleneck the progress. But then you're going to have a lot of people who are going to speed up their Harden fusions, speed up their Elite fusions, regardless of whether it costs, what do SummerSlam fusions cost if you want to speed them up? They're probably about 17,000 credits, which is over $100, over $77 if you use the Amazon coin store. But either way, I mean, that's insane to just speed up a card because you still have to do everything beforehand. So if I want to go from common all the way up to, say, Elite tier, you're going to speed up the process instead of waiting, what would amount to probably 3 weeks with the current time frame. You're going to be spending, what, 30,000 in credits? Which is insane. That's like $250 just to get one card. That's not even a pro. That barely will help anyone's deck. That in the higher tiers that will, be doing these Elite fusions or even Ultimate fusions. If you're talking about Ultimate fusions, you're talking about 40K in credits or like 4 weeks worth of time. So I think they got to work that out before they release the fusions for the new tiers. I think they're leaving it how it is now so people don't stockpile. Like me, I would just keep stockpiling SummerSlam fusions so that once Harden and Elites pop up, I can just have like a bevy of them to just use. I'm going to use Shane on Chris. I guess I could have used Shane on Shane Crime, but I'm not certain that I would win that match, and I don't want to lose. Why risk it? I mean, I like if Shane were to lose, then it's a much more even game. There's a chance that I could still lose the whole game and get 4 picks instead of 8. Whereas if I challenged him, well, at least he wouldn't have been able to challenge me with the Mankind card, but yeah, Shane still prevails. So I guess my Shane, because my Shane would have lost in speed to his and would have lost in power. So there's a 50-50 chance I would have lost. I'm going to throw this here because I'm going to win either way. Yeah, challenge him with Baron Corbin. Whatever, I don't care. Doesn't matter. I got this game in hand. So maybe we'll get that first shard on Alexa Bliss. It's definitely not going to be a money shard, which is what I call in the center where you see the actual person. Even the name at the bottom, we're probably not going to get those shards. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get 2. I'm hoping 2. Because, I mean, I did have to go all the way down to, what is it, the final 4 shards? I said, final 3 shards, I would get a choice. And I may get a choice. I may just wait on network. We'll see. Wait. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, okay, see, I told you. Oh, and another SummerSlam enhancement. Okay, 260 toughness and 260 speed. That would have been great 3 months ago. Let's see here. Maybe we can get another one. We got 16 more picks. We got a chance. And that's actually a name tag. I didn't realize the name went all the way down there. Alexa Bliss. Nice. Just give me something. Give me an eye pick. Give me something. I don't know. I just want something. Give me an arrow. Hey, give me the Season 3 token. I'm going to check the Season 3. Nope, not that. Let's see. People say that once you make your first pick and you get a shard, it's like around that shard that you're likely to get it, but I think it's all random. I think it's just a matter of how many picks you make. I think this game is just telling me to buy more pick doublers because I have been. So maybe they just, hey, this guy buys a lot of pick doublers. Let's just make him have to buy more, right? Or maybe it's just bad luck. Who knows with this game? I don't have the coding for the APK, the file that you install on your phone. It would be nice to take a look at, peek under the hood, see what the randomizer actually is, how random the randomizer is. But hey, smarter people than me are out there. Maybe they've already done that. I've not even looked. So I was gonna probably end it here, but this guy has so few games, and he's an Ultimate Plus Plus tier. I'm just gonna play him. He's got like what 6,000 games. Like he's gonna be getting ladder reward after ladder reward after ladder reward. The big thing for me with the ladder rewards, it would be nice to be able to progress quicker with those rewards. I don't know necessarily if I need to, but it would be nice if I didn't have to wait 10,000 games for my reward. Like, I'm closing up to, I think, 35,000 games played, and it would be nice if I got a card at 35,000. Be nice to get one at 40, 45, 50, 55. Like, I feel like it's a bottleneck for the people who have really been playing this game a long time. You're kind of punishing your longtime players. Like, these people here, if they spent as much money as I did, and, like theoretically, I could have started a whole brand new account, started with, like, 0 games played, bought all the cards that I did. Maybe I would have to buy a little bit more, but because I wouldn't have been able to use my SummerSlam and WrestleMania cards to train those guys up quickly. But in the end, like, I would have, maybe probably, well, I'd have, like, probably about 5,000 games played now, which means I would have gotten a couple more ladder rewards, and I would be on pace to get another. Whereas now, I'll get a ladder reward when the next tier comes out, probably, which, I mean, JB said it might be Royal Rumble tier, or, like, right around that area, so who knows? I mean, that's been the modus operandi for WWE and Cat Daddy for Supercard, so we'll see. I mean, I might even have to just wait till Season 4. I mean, I've been playing this game way more than I did in Season 2, at least at the start, to get to almost, I think, probably, 4,500 games played since Season 3 dropped. Probably that's even a low estimate. Low estimate. So, I've been playing this game a lot. I feel like it would be nice to be rewarded with just, oh, hey, look, I got a ladder reward. But it won't happen for me for quite some time. If you guys are close to a ladder reward, let me know below. If you guys had a King of the Ring recently, let me know about that. I hope you got something good. And hopefully I can win this, actually. I'm going to take back the Mankind, because he still actually probably needs a couple games played. So I'll take him back. I'll get a toughness and speed game played off of him. That's why he's in there. He's not fully leveled up. I'm probably going to sandbag the King of the Ring again, because it's been so successful. I've won 2 in a row. So why fix something that's not broken for me? It's broken for the game, don't get me wrong. But it's working to my benefit, so I'm just going to keep doing it until someone calls me a dick. But hey, whatever it is. Let's see here. Do I need to take him? I don't need to take him. Okay. See, that's the thing. Once you get to the final thing and you have 4 and he has 4 and you can just play and not have to play a game, why even bother? So 5-4 winning over, I didn't look at his name. I can look back later. But thank you for losing to me. Thank you very much for losing. So let's see here. Can we get a second pick or second shard? Can we get something? No. Now I'm going around the outside. It's going to be one of the money pieces, isn't it? I'm going for the money pieces now. Let's see if we get an eye. Yay, we get hair. We get hair and an ear. Yay! Hair and an ear. I wish she had the colored hair, though, like she does now. The Harley Quinn-esque. Oh, yeah. I actually forgot to record my my picks. So I'll have to do that after the video's done. Like I said, I take screenshots, and they're just in my gallery. I save them. Once I get a reset, I'll delete the previous cards, and then I'll put a number on the final pull that I got so that I know how many resets it took. It's my own personal method. It's method of my madness. Ooh, look, I've logged in every day this month. So tomorrow, that's interesting. We'll get new login rewards. Do you think they're going to go up to Elite tier? I can't see them doing that. If they do, that's a good sign that we're probably going to be seeing a new tier by the end of the month. Because I don't think they would go up that high that quickly. Because we've had 1 month of where a Harden is a reward, and then if we have a Harden and an Elite in the next month, I don't know. It's not a good sign for people who like me who just I want to complete the ultimate set if possible before they release a new tier. I want to have like everything if I can. But that's just me and the completionist in me. So here's my King of the Ring deck. You can see I have these commons in here. I'm just tinkering around how I can get my deck just barely into Ultimate tier without dipping over. So we have this. I'm gonna throw in the Trish and see where we're at. So we're probably barely in Ultimate now. So let's see where we go. Let's throw in Charlotte. Oh, that's not a lot of difference for 27,000. So let's throw Lita in there. Yeah, okay, so basically there's an additional 42,000 worth of points that I can do so that'll put me probably like, if there was a tier above it, it'd probably put me like a quarter into an Ultimate tier. But I don't want to work with this tag team. I guess I could do this. This would probably be the best way for me to go about it. And then I have Lita, and then I swap this one out, and I will throw in this Trish Stratus, because this will also give her games played, so by the time RTG comes around next week, I'll be able to have Trish and probably have her fully leveled by that point. Yeah, I think I do this. I don't mind about the incompatible tag. I think once I get Trish completely level, I probably would play around with the female tags once I get to the finals and the playoffs of this. But this, I think, is probably my best bet going ahead. So I'm going to start a King of the Ring. We're going to begin this. Let me double check. Let's see how far Brett is. I think Brett's fully leveled. Yep. He's got all his games played. We got Shane. We got a Goldberg event card. We got these two commons. I'm throwing the tag. I don't care about you, tag. I didn't get any 2-stat managers, right, for Ultimate tier? No. But I did get this guy, Toughness and Speed. If it was Power Toughness, I probably would swap it in there. Power Charisma, Speed Charisma, that's just single use. Oh yeah, I got the Paul Heyman Power Toughness, that's what I was thinking, but that's not going to go in there. I'd rather have the 540 to Power, or the 540 to Toughness, but I think the Power is probably better for me. Power heavy deck, Toughness heavy deck actually, because you got Mankind, you got Austin, for power and toughness. But then you look at guys like Brett and Shane who need power help. But Goldberg could use the toughness help. Well, whatever. And you can see this this spot here with Steve Austin. I had an enhancement thrown on there. I used an Elite Charisma because I was going to Game 3 in a semifinal. And I had Austin versus The Undertaker, and that was a coin flip. But if I put Charisma enhancement on Austin, it gave the odds in my favor. I don't even know if that match actually popped up. But either way, we'll begin the King of the Ring. We'll see where we are and go from there. I mean, hopefully I'm not too far into Ultimate where I'm facing people with full-on Ultimate Pro decks. And even still, I still will be competitive as long as I stay, energizing a lot. I'd prefer to face people who just have a bunch of Elite Pros and maybe an Ultimate card here and there. Fingers crossed, I guess. But yeah, I guess, so we'll go there. I'm going to autofill my RTG deck. Oh, that was my training deck. You can see it's Ultimate ++ now with my Mankind, which I'll have to level up. My Trish will go in there as well. So yeah, there we go. This is the deck I'm rocking with right now for RD. I don't want to put Darren Young in there because 3 bait cards is a little too many, I think. 2 is the perfect amount. Otherwise, you might get like half of your cards that you can play are bait cards, and how are you going to win with just bait cards? I guess you could have your bait cards taking other bait cards, which I've done with this Braun taking on this Darren. But it's not ideal. So, anyway, well, thank you for watching. Thank you for tapping. Keep playing away. Keep plugging out your Ring Domination. Hopefully you're getting the cards you're going for. I saw Zane. Yeah, my teammate. Yeah, you get that legendary card. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And check out all the other YouTubers out there. I actually just saw JB and Luge did a pack versus pack, which is really cool. Check that out. Otherwise, keep tapping away. As long as you keep having fun at this game, keep playing. If you're not, go find something else to do. And I'll see you next time. Thank you again, everyone.